So every time in the news when I hear about, something going horrifically wrong with another driver on any platform, I am concerned. So I wish these stupid notifications would stop popping up. But anyway, so on Uber Eats, I have not set up this record audio thing yet. I want to know everybody's thoughts on that, but I want to stress the importance of, if you feel uncomfortable on any of your rides or deliveries, just, take the L. If you're ever in a situation where you hear commotion or gunshots or whatever, or someone being unruly, flee the scene as fast as you can. I don't know the particulars of each incident that has happened to people. Maybe, I don't know if they even had a route of exit. But it's, it's not worth it, trying to, get people's food dropped off and then deal with, life-threatening danger. But I really wish, in general, a lot of times, I'll tell you guys this, sometimes I do have a GoPro on me at times, but, it's not recording full time. I wish there was a company out here that, actually made more affordable dash cameras and stuff for drivers, and so they could immediately receive assistance if something goes wrong. But I just feel like, majority of us and drivers feel relatively safe in the areas that we go in. I mean, there's a lot of areas that, I kind of like blacklist, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going there. And at certain times of night and certain times of events, I mean, it may be just the solid fact that I don't want to deal with drunk people. But most of us drivers are very familiar with our areas. I think people that hear about something happening, they're just like, oh, they're out in the middle of the night and they're doing this and doing that. But, us drivers are relatively safe in to a certain extent, depending on where you're at. And we become very familiar with our customer base. So that may be a lull in security for a lot of us. But, sometimes, like I said, even if we're delivering at 1 o'clock in the morning, it's repeat customers. But I'm just going to say, for people, everybody is, if you see any kind of form of conflict, just, please try to get out of there if you can. Like I said, some stuff is unavoidable, but I always recommend that people keep their phones on them. Sometimes you'll leave your phone in the car and then go do the drop off, because, or whatever. Well, sometimes, I don't know, because you do try to take a picture, but, sometimes people are in a rush. But that phone is the quickest, the quickest helpline. And, I think even in the last incident that happened, people were on the phone when it was happening. So I don't know. I don't know how quickly things escalate, but I even remember one time, it's broad daylight and I'm outside of McDonald's and some guy out there started cussing, and I immediately just got out of my car. He didn't look, he looked crazy. And I'm like, I just need to put myself, distance between me and this person and myself. So, but I would like to see, I don't know. There's some issues with these apps and stuff and security that can't that can be improved. A lot of drivers even complain about, even in an apartment complex, if you're a woman at night and you're not trying, you're trying to find this person's address and people are not dropping the pin, and you're putting people are putting themselves in danger by having to roam around an area that they're not familiar with, to a certain extent. So I really wish that, the app would, verify more communication between the customer and the driver to ensure that the driver can go ahead and drop the food off and not really be lingering around and, getting caught up in whatever other shenanigans or violence that's going on. I don't, people are recommending that, drivers carry, weapons and stuff on them, but, that could go horribly wrong. You mess around and get startled by a customer or whatever, then they, and shooting a customer or something crazy like that. So I don't believe that's the answer. But I don't know, things are going bad. But there's a reason behind why these drivers, we do these jobs, is because, we like the the easy money, the customer interaction, the freedom, all this different stuff. Some people, people always ask me, well, how much gas do you pay? And I'm like, I'm paying for gas anyway. I mean, it's just like, I just, enjoy what I do. It's just like, I don't want to be sitting in a cubicle all day. I don't, I want to get some sunlight. I want to get fresh air. I want to get exercise. I mean, I've tried the desk job thing, and it, it just doesn't work for me. But, but let's, for a bit, if anybody has any recommendation, let's focus on safety for everyone. Let's try to make this world a better place.